sports coverage of the NFL. Number 2, and it's the Chiefs who are in possession of the football. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Looking to throw is Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal on the way going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's halftime here on Sports Grid. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Pacheco will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Going right back to Dotson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle to Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. Do you think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that pass broken up by Reed Blankenship.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Hurts.
Out to his left.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be second and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll buy some time right.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll get it inside the 35.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now back to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. Fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. Mahomes to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins. Now 2nd and 4. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed. For New Orleans as well, but I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison in the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 15. 47 seconds remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm. but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Philadelphia Eagles, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's coming up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch two of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant.
His first throw in the Super Bowl is intercepted. And the Chiefs have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of backward.
His first throw in the Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. First down throwing for Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Drew Tranquill brings him to the ground.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the move. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Buys time, rolling right. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. Hurts now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well.